Hi YouTube family, it's great to be back. Hope you have been well. I am a little bit under the weather. I hope it's not the allergies that are coming back. I will talk about the allergies that I faced when I relocated to the US. I suffered a lot, and it's one of the things that slowed me down from getting into working as soon as I wanted to, because I was always down. But that's not the video that I am. This is not the video where I'm going to talk about that. I will come back and address that in another video. This particular video, I am talking about how I got my social security card when I arrived here and what I wish I knew. So if you're a winner, this video is meant to help you not to make the same mistakes that I had made. Or if you're just somebody that is having faith that you are next, you're the one that's going to win the lottery next. This is a learning opportunity for you so that you may also not repeat some of the mistakes that I made. Okay, let's start. Now, during my research, before coming to America, most of the videos I watched, they said when you come into America, your social security card would just be simply mailed to you, most likely 2 weeks after your arrival. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to go anywhere. That wasn't the case. I got here and I waited. 2 weeks passed, nothing. And the good thing is I never stopped watching videos. Even if I had won and even if I was here in America, I would still watch videos on YouTube talking about the DV lottery journey and stuff. So while I was here in the US, and I'm here in the US, so during those days I was watching this video. I don't even know which video I watched. um, I saw somebody mention something about registering, and I thought, oh no, I think I saw something about someone saying something that you need to go to the office, to the social security office. So then I thought, okay. So I asked, because at the time I was at my sister's place. So then I asked my sister to escort me, to take me to their offices. And it's a good thing that the offices were not so far from her house. So she dropped me there, and she just thought, oh, I will leave you here. When you're ready, call me, or maybe you can take a walk if you want, so that you can get to know the area better. Because she thought the process would take long. So she drops me and she goes, and I walk into the social security offices. I found an officer inside, and he asked me, oh, how can I help you? And I said, oh, I am here to register for my social security card. And he said, do you have an appointment? I said, no, I don't have an appointment. And he goes, no one's going to see you. You need to have an appointment. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. So he got my phone, and he went and searched for the website, and then right there he made an appointment for me. I think the next day there was a free slot. The next day, or is it 2 days later? Yeah, I think it was 2 days later. There was a free slot, and then I made my appointment, and that's how I left. I was in there barely 5 minutes, and then my sister had gone, and then I walked back home. But that was okay. I needed the exercise. So when I went back home, I said, oh, I need to make an appointment. Nobody told me that I need to make an appointment. So the day of the appointment came, and I went back. This time I think I decided to go an hour early before my appointment, just in case there were unforeseen things that I needed to do, and just as well, because again, when I got there and I told this guard, I don't know if it was the same officer or something, that I have an appointment. I have come to register for my social security card. And then he asked me, did you go online and register? And I said, I made an appointment. I was told to make an appointment. What do you mean register? And he goes, no, you need to go on the website and register your details. So I was like, does it mean I have to go back? And he said, no, since you have time, it doesn't take long. Again, he went on my phone, searched the website, and opened it for me. And he said, go sit down and answer these questions. By the time your appointment is the time of your appointment is coming up, you would have already registered this online. So I went and sat down and started entering my information. Well, they were just basically asking general information about you, uh, your name. Can I even remember what those questions were? Your name, your address, your country of birth, if you have ever used any other names. Um, yeah, something like that. And if you and also you needed to carry evidence, identity to show who you are. So obviously the only identity I had on me and to show that I was legally in this country was my passport. So once I finished that, my time came, and then I went for my to see this lady who was sitting behind the desk. Yeah, I told her, of course, I'm here to register for my social security card. And she asked for my ID, and I gave her my passport. And she went, typed on the computer, entered some information, and then gave me back my passport, and then told me, oh, your social security card will be mailed to you in about 14 days. And that's how I left. Yeah, so sitting with the lady, it didn't take, I don't think I spent more than 10 minutes with her, less than 10 minutes. And then I was out of that place. And I got home, and my social security card was mailed to me um, less than 2 weeks. I think 1 week, 2 days after I had visited the offices. So it didn't take long. And when the card came, I was happy because having that card meant I could do certain things, that I could even find a job. I could go and register for my state ID. I will talk about that later. And just other things while waiting for the official green card, which takes much longer than the social security card. I could also register a phone number in my name, so that was very exciting for me. When the card came, I was expecting it to be, some hard covered, laminated card, but it was just a simple piece of paper. A simple piece of paper that you can even rip if you're not careful. And I was even wondering, do we need to laminate this? And I think most people have that question, because when I was looking through the paper, there was a print somewhere that said, do not laminate this card. And then they encourage you to memorize the number, because they don't expect you to be moving around with this card. There are only a few government institutions where you are required to present the actual card. Yeah, and I had to do that when going to get my state ID, which I will talk about later. But most times you just memorize the number, and you keep it. I thought it would look close to what we have in Zambia, my national ID, which is an NRC, which is laminated, but no, it's just a little piece of paper. So you really need to take care of it, because it can easily be ripped and stuff. Yeah, so that's about it about how I got my social security card. And in the next video, I'll tell you how I got my state ID. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.